Did you ever stop and think about this for a second? Avengers. Doomsday is supposed to release at the end of this month, so what's the point of showing 4 trailers 11 months in advance? Is it just random marketing? Or could this actually be a carefully planned strategy by the Russo brothers? Because for a long time, one question has been floating around in the minds of Marvel fans. How are the Russos going to tell a story as massive as Secret Wars in just one movie? Then reports started coming out saying that the Russo brothers actually wanted Secret Wars to be a 4-hour film, but Disney wasn't willing to allow it. And honestly, the reason is pretty simple. From a marketing and financial standpoint, a 4-hour movie doesn't really work. Theaters can't schedule as many showtimes in a day, which directly affects the total box office revenue. So the Russos suggested something else. They said, all right, if we can't make a 4-hour movie, then let's split the story into 2 parts, one releasing in December 2027 and the second in 2028. But for Disney, that created another major problem because the budget that's already being invested in this project would suddenly become significantly larger. And after Endgame, the Disney aren't exactly eager to take massive risks. They tried a few projects after that, but things didn't go as smoothly or as profitably as expected. So the discussion continued. Eventually, the idea came up that Secret Wars could be split into 2 parts. But Disney set one condition. They said this would only happen if Doomsday gets a strong response. Now, technically, that gives the Russos what they want, but there's still a problem. If they simply wait for the response of Doomsday, they won't be able to properly start working on Secret Wars. Because making one movie is one thing, but splitting a story into 2 interconnected parts is completely different. The writing has to be structured differently. The cast needs to be planned differently. You have to know exactly where the first movie ends and where the second movie begins. And the biggest challenge? A cast this huge means you have to renegotiate contracts with dozens of actors, which involves a mountain of paperwork. So if they just sit around waiting for Doomsday's reception, Secret Wars production might not even start in time. And that's where the master plan might come in. The Russos released 4 trailers, but instead of revealing massive moments, those trailers were designed to measure the hype. And if you look closely, they were planned very carefully. The Steve Rogers trailer was extremely grounded, just a normal man living his everyday life. The Thor trailer was also kept very simple. The X-Men teaser included one big moment because that group didn't have as much hype yet, so they gave it a little boost, and the Wakandan footage was also kept pretty restrained. But here's the interesting question. If Marvel already revealed Steve Rogers, then why didn't they show the other major characters who are supposedly part of the movie? No Doctor Strange, no Spider-Man, no Hulk. Not even Loki, even though Loki had already been officially announced. And if there's one character in the MCU whose decisions have caused the biggest changes in the entire multiverse, it's Loki. My theory got even stronger when Marvel posted that thank you video. They said, thank you for 1 billion views. And as far as I know, Marvel has never really done that before, which suggests they were watching closely to see how much hype the trailers generated, especially when they weren't even trying that hard. No huge reveals, no massive action moments, and yet the hype exploded. Right after that,